What's up, niggas? Heard y'all stressed out here. Since I got nothing going on at work, it's pretty slow, boring as hell. I'm gonna give you a little bit of my ears, hear out your problems. So, you got four things going on with you right now. You're depressed, you're single, you're self-aware about yourself, and you think, actually, that's just three. All right, so you only got three things going on with you. I'm gonna tell you about the first one, depression. That ain't going nowhere, I'm sorry. Depression is always gonna be there in life, but there are ways to get around it and there are ways to tolerate it. So for example, stop being on social media too much. A lot of times when we're on social media, we ain't got no time. So we always look at things, and when we start looking at things, we start to compare. And when you compare a lot, you're losing your identity because you're letting the media dictate how you should live your life. And I know it sounds very generic and very cliche, everybody always hears it. I'm keeping it funky. You gotta really limit yourself on social media so you can feel good about yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm still at work. Now, you gotta find hobbies about yourself you gotta find hobbies for yourself to make it very tolerable. So for me, when I was depressed, what I would always do is, since I got no piano right now, I go to the guitar center like almost every day or almost every weekend and just play for hours upon hours. Even if I'm not literally playing none, I'm just like filling with the instruments. It keeps my mind off things, and it keeps me focused on what I can improve with myself, and it keeps me focused on what I should do right now instead of thinking about the future and the past and all that bull jazz, you know what I'm saying? And day by day, as I'm slowly doing this, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about myself, and I'm starting to see that I'm just overthinking a lot. I gotta stop doing that. And that's how depression gets even bigger. So to really worry about how to fix this little problem, you just gotta like limit yourself from a lot of things that trigger it. And then once you get that figured out, depression should be out of the picture. So that's one. Number two is single. We all know what that's like. Being single fucking sucks. Now during the day, it's cool because again, you're not really thinking about it during the day. You got a whole lot of things going on. The energy's high. But at night, when you're by yourself in that room with the TV on and you see that movie where they're all being lovey-dovey and shit, it sucks. It makes you feel really shitty about yourself. Like, damn, why can't I get that? Or why come I never had that in my life? The problem is because you didn't work on yourself. If you don't work on yourself, you're not going to attract nobody. It don't matter how many nice clothes you got. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what nothing you do. If you don't have the confidence, if you don't have the life of your own, and if you don't have just the energy of living through the now, you're never going to capture nobody. So what I mean by this is focus on your fitness. Focus on your dream goal. Focus on something that can get you to a point where you're not thinking about nothing but yourself. And when you think about only yourself, now you're attracting people. Now you got people wondering, yo, what's that person doing? How that person do that? How did it get to this point? It's all about mystery. Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right. See what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about no relationships right there. I was thinking about getting a car. But anyway, yeah. To attract somebody, you gotta focus on yourself and better yourself. Because eventually, it will come. It may not be now, it may not be in 2 years, it may not be in 3 years. It may be a couple weeks, couple months, you never know. Relationships happen out of nothing. Just like you have a conversation out of nothing. It's all about just flowing with life, man. That's all I can tell you about that. Now, if you really want to get this shit going on and not wait for time to really work with you, then we'll talk about that in the next video, if this one really pops off, I guess. So that's relationships and being single and shit like that. The third thing is being self-aware about yourself. Now, I know a lot of dudes and females can relate to this one as well. We all want to be what we envision on TV. A lot of females always feel conscious about how their eyebrows look, their eyelashes, their lips, the makeup, how their skin tone is, their hair. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies. Stop comparing. This goes back to the first thing I was telling you about. If you keep comparing, you're never going to improve yourself. You're never going to capture nobody. And you're never going to feel good about yourself. So stop comparing, worry about yourself, and get the ball moving. Once you get that down, shoot, you'll be the complete package. As far as the dudes, same thing. Now, a lot of people wonder why the dudes feel self-aware. You got to think about it. A lot of guys are commercialized as 6'3", model looking like. You know what I mean? They get all this publicity on those ones. So you got guys like myself who's only 5'4", 167 pounds. They colorize a lot, so because I'm darker, they don't really see me as appealing. You know, we got a lot to deal with as well. So for the fellas, I will say this. This goes back to what I said about the first thing and what told about the ladies. Focus on yourself. If you don't focus on yourself, you won't get no results. You know what I mean? Do your own thing, great things will come. So that's all I gotta say about that one. And there was a fourth thing I was gonna suggest. You know what? I don't know what that is. I think it was only 3. But those are the 3 things in life that we gotta work on. And it all boils down to how we take care of ourselves and whatnot. Now, if this video was helpful for you, cool. If it wasn't, you can put that little thumbs down as well. It doesn't really matter to me. And my time is up because it's at 6 minutes and 2 seconds. And I'm about to go on break. Peace.